Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 1144 high grade Jesta cannon from the Gundam Unicorn OVA series. Now this is the first variant we've got of the Jesta. I hope there's more, and it's pretty much a bulked up version. Anything you see that's like a light gray is new pieces. So you got new shoulders, collars, skirt armor pieces, legs, of course the backpack. It's pretty nice. And thankfully, all the new pieces are nice and solid, especially the shoulders, because these are like entirely new shoulders. Just the same joints here into the torso. But everything's nice and solid. The base model is the normal Jesta, and it does have the same kind of stickers. You got the forehead camera, the back of the head, you got the crotch. Now the new ones, you got a collar sticker, this little black piece, little stickers on the shoulders, and little rectangular stickers on this cannon. I don't know why. I mean, obviously it's supposed to be like that, it's just they didn't have to. But it's nice that they did. You also have another sticker sheet, which is mostly just the symbols and numbers, if you want to customize the look of it. And it still has the nice clear orange visor. Always like the Federation heads, and this is no exception. So, all in all, it looks, I like it a little better than the original, just with all these extra bulky pieces. I think it just adds a lot more to the overall design. It makes it look more like a powerhouse. So yeah, I really do like the new design. So articulation is basically the same. Head goes up and down, and forwards and back. It rotates. It's a little hard to get in there because of all the stuff. The arms can go forwards at the polycap hinge, rotate, they're on a ball joint, then go out, rotate below the shoulder, one joint at the elbow, but it's still pretty good. Ball jointed wrist, got a ball joint in the stomach, so I can kind of wiggle, go forwards and back, side to side, and a ball jointed waist, but because of this bar that runs around, it doesn't really do a lot. Front skirts are molded together, but you can separate them. Side skirts are on a hinge. The legs will go forwards and back, separate from the waist, and they can go pretty far forwards, a little back, far out, rotate at the hip, one joint at the knee. It's a little bit of a double joint. There is a little bit of a hinge down here where it connects to the polycap, but because of this right here, this indented piece doesn't really allow for that. If you carve that out, you might be able to get the full bend, but that's pretty good. The foot up in here can go forwards and back, and then the ball joint down here, forwards and back, side to side, and rotate. So articulation is pretty much as good, if I remember, from the original. So if you want, I mean, this guy's not really going to be doing any melee, per se, because of all the armament, but you can if you want. So articulation is still great. Now let's take a look at the cannons. They're different. I really like the design of this. It's pretty unique. I don't recall seeing one like this before. They even give you a different colored barrel here. This is the beam cannon, I believe, and then this is called a a multi-quad launcher, I think? Something like that. Which they both can go up and down. Now, it looks like they have molded in ratchets in here. But the thing is, if I can show it to you, it doesn't ratchet because there's nothing in there. It's hollow, so I don't know, maybe this is going to be for something else? Another kit? I don't know. You've also got the grenades on the sides and the legs, which they are molded in threes, but you can actually cut them, and each one has an individual peg, so you can still put them together, and then maybe for like a diorama you want to have one pulled out in the hand, you can do it. Now, you do get two sets of the side skirts, but I've gone for the beam saber one, because normally it would be in his arm, but because it has this, like, arm guard piece, which I really wish functioned for something, but it doesn't seem to, I've given it the one on the side skirt. So it's a little hard to get out. Unlike the age kits, the hole back here is really small, and you really can't get a fingernail in here. You have to use, like, the beam. It comes with two clear pink beams, So you can always use that. But even then, it doesn't really help. You basically have to just kind of get your fingernail in there and flick it out. And I'm doing a horrible job. Huh, well, it's usually easier to get out than this. But anyways, it does come out, and you can use the holding hands. It also comes with completely closed hands, and comes with a set of open hands as well. The open hands and the completely closed hands are from the, it's the tree that a lot of the GMs come with. If you've had built any of those, they have a lot of those, they just separate, they just throw them in. I guess it's okay, they give you their unique hand cover, so that's nice. Now the other hand is the trigger finger hand, which is holding the new beam rifle, which is pretty nice and bulky. And the handle does have the peg for the trigger finger hand, so it's nice and secure. The only moving piece is this. In all the pictures I see, it's up like that to show the inner detail, whatever that is. Probably an ammo clip, I don't know, or an energy round. But you can just push it flat if you want, like that. It does have a little sticker for the scope, and it is angled, the peg, so there we go. It's a little loose, I think just because the gun is a little bit heavy. It's a little floppy, I don't know why. It might be the polycap. So, that is basically what you get with the Jesta cannon normally, but because it does have a lot of pieces from the original, you get extra parts. If you remember this is the one that you could put on that side. Well, you also get a darker one that the original Jesta would have, with the darker grenades. You also get the original beam rifle, and that actually shows you that this one is basically like the Jesta cannon is modified from the Jesta. This is basically modified from this beam rifle. As you can see, the middle section is practically the same. They modified the barrel, they've added I think this is a grenade launcher, and they've added this piece here on the top. So that's pretty neat. I wish I had two trigger finger hands so I could have one in each hand, but unfortunately I can't. You also get an extra leg piece, just one, okay, an extra shoulder piece, but that lets you see, it's a lot bigger now than it used to be. You get skirt armor, okay, you get the arm pieces, so if you don't like that bulky arm piece, you can actually give it this one, and then you can put the beam saber in here and give him the other grenade side skirt. And you also get the Jesta shield, with both the extended and the contracted connector. And it's pretty simple. You just have to unpeg the cannon, which is pegged into the two polycaps on the backpack. And then you just peg that in there. And it also comes with the extra pieces to fill in the empty space. So you can have your Jesta cannon with the... Now it's not the Jesta cannon anymore, so that kind of eliminates the purpose, I guess, of having the Jesta cannon. Well, I suppose you could give it to your normal Jesta, if you want. I mean, that's what I like about this guy. It's pretty customizable with all these extra little bits. So, accessories, I really like them. I love the ones that are on the Jesta, and the fact that you get extra pieces, so you could, like, customize them. I think I'll give this to my other Jesta, though. Give him 2 shields. So I definitely like the accessories. They're really nice. So, how about we compare this guy to another cannon type, the mass production gun cannon. And you can see the Jesta cannon is quite a bit taller, and he definitely looks a lot more armored than this guy. He's bulky, but he just seems he has more, oomph with the armor, like a layered effect. And I still have this guy, the Shadal Rouge, or Rogue, sorry. I want to keep saying Rouge. He's pretty tiny. And, of course, you might be saying to yourself, yeah, it looks nice, but it's just a cannon. Well, if you compare it to the original, it definitely is a lot more unique when they're side by side. It definitely has its own little feel to it compared to the original. and I personally like it better than the normal one, just because of all the extra pieces, the colors that have been added, the light grays, and I really like the unique cannons on the top, the fact that they're not the same. And like I said, if you want, you can swap pieces around, because these are the base models. So, and I really want to get another one, because there were 3 in the show, and one of them was turned into the Jesta cannon, but there are still 2 normal ones, so I want to get a 3rd one that's just the Jesta and have the whole team. So I really do recommend the Jesta cannon. It's a pretty nice kit. It has all the positives of the original, and it has a lot more. It has a lot more pieces, more customization, and I just think it looks really neat with all the bulky armor. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.